self-publishing or using some of those platforms or courses that teach self-publishing isn't the best strategy if you want to become a thought leader or an influencer in your space. It's easy to get lured into such arguments. Many people have taken to this method and tell you that it has worked for them. But look at the most successful authors in the world. 99% of them are not self-published. They are all backed by a rock-solid publishing house because they need help, they need support and a vast distribution network in order to be successful. Those in favor of self-publishing aren't looking for readers. They are just happy to add the word author to their profile, even if no one ever reads their book. Now, let me explain. There are 3 ways to get your book published. Number 1, self-publish, like where you do everything on your own. Number 2, find a traditional publisher, easier said than done. And number 3, work with a hybrid publisher based on, which is best of both worlds, I would say. Like publishing through proper channels might save you a lot of grief now and many troubles in the future. If you are a professional writer, which means like writing is your daily work, and you have the dedication it takes to make your writing the best it can be, then you have a higher likelihood of arriving or surviving the world of self-publishing. Most aspiring authors do not. If you are an aspiring author looking for self-publishing, here are some reasons why you may not want to. Number 1, your work might not be ready yet. Each time you feel tempted to click that publish button on the work that you completed, ask yourself, is your work really ready to be read by the world? Are you ready for the critique you are going to receive from reviewers? If the answer to both these questions or any of these questions is no, then you and your work probably aren't ready to step out into that world. You want your work to be of high quality and outstanding from the majority of self-published work. You want your work to be the best it can be. Click that publish button as soon as the work is completed without proper revisions or the proper effort shows that you aren't ready to take that responsibility that comes with a published author. That your work isn't ready to put out there for everyone to see, and most importantly, you aren't serious enough to work with publishers. Reason number 2, there is a chance your work will never be picked up by a regular publisher. Self-publishing doesn't have the best reputation in the world of books nowadays, and neither do the self-published authors, because everyone and their pets have started self-publishing today. It was not like that earlier when it was first launched. Some avid readers tend to avoid self-published authors as seriously as they would traditionally published authors, or they want to completely overlook, because the traditional published authors usually have the proper amount of marketing in for their books, and they have established a publishing company have established their higher likelihood to make it onto any of the bestseller lists as well. Self-publishers don't have these advantages, and their fan base isn't as wide. If your hopes are for all your books to be picked up by a publisher, self-publishing will not be for you, and that's not a good choice. When you self-publish, the book already has an established copyright that is strictly associated with you, and whenever you self-publish through, which essentially means that other publishing companies can't publish your book. If they want to publish that book along with all of your future work, they would have to go through a lengthy process to get the copyrights for your self-published books, and taking the book off the media platforms, and then having you change or add aspect to your book to make it better. So this is something that no publisher wants to waste time doing. And reason number 3, it's expensive. From having to provide your own cover design, long hours of editing, and possibly buying copyright to your book, self-publishing can be costly to your bank account. There are professionals available out there online, but the only problem in using that, using those services can cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars sometimes. So if this is your first time self-publishing, designing a cover, having your book edited, and you believe that you will need those services, be prepared to pay a lot more money than you anticipated. Buying copyrights isn't cheap either. Like, if you are not ready to spend a lot of money with the chance that you might not make that amount back, self-publishing isn't ready for you. So do what you want to self-publish your book and put in a lot of work with little or no results, or do what you want to stand out taller, change lives deeper, and increase your influence by working with a coach and an international publishing house to create your book from scratch and drive it to a bestseller. Well, you can get access to all the resources you need, all the help that you want, and the support that is required. All you need to do is show up at www.ramanand.com. That's RAAMANAND.com, and choose your path